I own Belmont Farms, and Belmont Farms is a farming operation for free-range chickens. We have around about 35,000 free-range chickens there on relatively modern units, and we have a problem there in that we don't have enough data to make management decisions on. We have pen and paper and we record production and mortality every day, and that's about it. We're always reactive. We're always reacting to problems that you've got. You start to see your chickens not performing as they should do, looking a bit raggy around the edges, and you're reacting to that. What we want is, with real-time solid data coming into us, we can look at the figures and say we're going to have a problem, not we've had a problem. That goes from Stone Age, effectively, management systems to leading edge, globally leading technology, and that was where this whole project came from. So we developed as a group of farmers a solution to this problem, and that was developed, like I say, with FAI. They provide the expertise in electronics and sensor technology and programming, and we provide the wellies on the ground farming solution. The system, which we call the bird box, is installed in the chicken shed, and with all those sensors to pick up all the information we possibly can and integrate it with other data streams from our vets, from our production factory, from feed companies, to bring all that data together in one system so we can all then sit and monitor and look at it real time from a web-based system, so we all have access to it. So vets have access to it, the farm has access to it, we as a company have access to it. Everybody can see what's going on in the farm and have a Skype call around it all to compare it all. Birdbox has proven over the last 3 or 4 years that it improves performance, it improves bird welfare, it reduces the veterinary and health issues you have with chickens. So it was a way to go. The problem was it's not the cheapest, it's quite expensive, and farmers are always short of cash, so you have to look for some ways of supporting that. And that's what I've been doing for the last few years, looking for that. Made Smarter came along, wanting to put innovative technology into Stone Age processing, and that's exactly what we had. And it just fit perfectly. So Belmont Farms applied through a local agent for Made Smarter program, and a really simple application process. Off the application went and came back 2 months later that it had been approved. So it was a really simple process, really. What it's done to us as a business has massively improved our performance. We probably get a dozen more eggs out of our hens. Well, I know exactly what, 11.7 more eggs out of our chickens than we did have, with less veterinary issues and health problems for our chickens and better welfare. So that's a huge benefit to us. What it also does is it puts technology into a chicken shed, which you haven't had before. It puts internet connection into a chicken shed, which you haven't had before. So on the back of that, you're on a new ladder of technology, so things like acoustic analysis, thermal imaging analysis, all sorts of other sensor technology that you can now add to those systems because you've got a connection to do that. The value that the technology we've installed is giving to our farming operation is hard facts. So all of this technology is actually allowing us to increase the welfare of our primary workers, our chickens. So it's nice to go into work in the morning and know that everything you're doing is not only making you economically more viable in really hard times, especially with the uncertainty going forward at the moment, but at the same time improving welfare of the animals you're working with.